So, last summer, my friends and I decided to embrace our questionable athletic abilities and undying love of professional wrestling by starting our own backyard wrestling league. We called it Suburban Slam, and the ring was a patchy grass square between my mom's hydrangeas and the rickety old shed where Dad keeps his collection of vintage lawnmowers. We had the whole setup, makeshift ropes made from old garden hoses, ring announcer duties falling to my little brother, who couldn't even pronounce wrestling without lisping, and a roster of intimidatingly silly characters like the Lawn Ranger and Captain Compost. Everything was going just fine until one Saturday afternoon, when we were deep into a particularly intense match. Grandma shuffled out onto the porch. Now, Grandma was the kind of lady who could wield a knitting needle like a samurai wields a katana, and she was notorious in our family for her long-winded tales that somehow always ended up being about the time she met Elvis. She watched us for a moment, her eyes hidden behind her ever-present, oversized sunglasses, and then, to our collective shock, she slowly descended the porch steps and stepped into the ring. We all froze, unsure of what to do as she approached. My buddy the Lawn Ranger half-heartedly tried to stay in character, but it's hard to be menacing when you're about to be out-wrestled by your grandma. With a surprising burst of agility, Grandma grabbed his arm and twisted it into a move we'd later dubbed the knitting needle armbar. He tapped out in seconds, and we all stood there, mouths agape, as she proceeded to pin each of us with the same move as if she was just threading a needle. After her victory, Grandma strutted back to the porch, waving her imaginary championship belt with the grace only a woman of her age could muster. We were left in the ring, defeated and bewildered, as she called over her shoulder, "Next time, boys, maybe you'll remember that the only thing I drop faster than a stitch is a grandson." And with that, she was gone, leaving us with bruised egos and the newfound knowledge that in our family, yarns aren't the only things Grandma can spin.